God Almighty, as we gather together this morning to honor our graduates and their accomplishments, we call on you to be with us in our midst. Your ever-guiding hand has brought us to this moment. We ask you for blessings upon our gathering on this day. Amen. Please remain standing.
Graduate! Present art!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight for the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated.
Ready to.
Order! Arms!
Mr. Chairman, members of the Board of Directors, administration, faculty and staff, students, parents, grandparents, distinguished guests and friends. Welcome to the 2025 commencement exercises at Admiral Farragut Academy. As I come to the close of my third year as president of this wonderful academy, I cannot thank you enough for the privilege to serve and lead this marvelous institution as we all endeavor to fulfill the mission of this school. To the parents, grandparents, and friends, I say thank you for your support and partnership. To the Board of Directors, I thank you for your courage, vision, and leadership. To the faculty and staff, I thank you for your tireless efforts, dedication, and passion for learning. Your consistent inspiration to our students is a joy to witness. To the administrative team, I thank you for your encouragement, counsel, and patience. I could not lead this school without your tremendous support. We know this has been a challenging year for us on multiple fronts. Through the various storms of life, we have partnered together and remained Farragut strong. Class of 2025, I have thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity to get to know you, from Farragut Hall to the classroom to the fields and courts of play. I will not forget this class and the talent you have displayed, the academic, athletic, and artistic prowess you have shown represented this academy with honor. I have watched your character develop through our core values. You have been taught that character is what you do when nobody is looking, and that your word is your bond. You are ready to begin your next chapter, and Admiral Farragut has prepared you well. You will face challenges in this life. Difficult bosses, unfair professors, unexpected life events. However, I am confident that you will persevere. You are equipped to handle these situations. We have taught you this. Prioritize your health and fitness. The freshman 15 has become the freshman 20. Be careful. Maintain your physical shape. Seek support. Get involved on your college campus and your community. You are resilient. We have taught you this. You will be out in a world with many temptations. You will be tested, but I know you will lead with integrity. You are courageous. We have taught you this. You will be held accountable for your actions. Be confident role models. I know you will make good choices. Remember the Lockerbie rules. You know, if it's right, do the right thing. Enjoy yourself. If it's wrong, you know it. Get yourself out of there. If it's maybe, refer to rule number 2. Get yourself out of there, and always call home if you have a change of plans. We've taught you this. Congratulations to you all. I'm proud of the young men and women you have become. Thank your parents, siblings, grandparents, teachers, coaches. They have certainly been part of your success. You heard me talk about the curriculum, the running track. You have finished the race, the course of study. You've made it to the finish line. I'm so very proud of you. Keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing and how we can help you in the next adventure, in the glorious adventure you're about to begin. And lastly, never forget to call your mom. Thank you all, and welcome to this wonderful commencement exercise.
Today, I am excited to introduce our salutatorian, Suvipra Singh. Mr. Singh earned an outstanding 4.51 GPA over his high school career and is an AP scholar with distinction. Suvipra earned the rank of ensign and is a Radford Star recipient. He won the Excellence in High School Leadership Award from the United States Military Academy at West Point. He has earned his FAA commercial drones pilot license, founded the AFA NJROTC Drone Club, and multi-GP drone racing chapter. He also founded the STEM competitions team and managed the drone operations to film school activities. He has also published 3 books on Amazon. It is my privilege to introduce Ensign Suvipra Singh.
Thank you, Mr. Panuthos. Good morning, honored guests, teachers, families, friends, and fellow graduates. It's an incredible honor to stand here today before you as the salutatorian of this remarkable class. Today, we not only gather to celebrate our achievements, but also reflect on the years that have shaped us throughout. And focus on the kind of future that we now have the power to create. There's an old Japanese proverb that says, vision without action is just but a daydream. And action without vision is just but a nightmare. However, I believe that action with vision can change the world. And we've all come to understand that during our years at Admiral Farragut Academy. Not just through textbooks or the exams, but through quiet lessons of growing, of failing, and trying again. And most importantly, of daring to imagine something more. In our early years, we were dreamers. We had vision. Some of us imagined curing diseases. Others designing skyscrapers or becoming entrepreneurs, artists, change makers. We talked about making a difference. And while it may have sounded ambitious and maybe even a little naive, it was real. Vision was our fuel. But then came the action. Not always glorious, not always fun. Action looked like the late night studies sessions, the early morning practices, the group projects that tested our patience, and the deadlines that didn't care about our sleep schedules. Action was messy and relentless. But somewhere along the way, something clicked. We began to merge our dreams with our efforts. We stopped just working hard and started working towards something. Whether it was leading a club, mentoring our fellow peers, or overcoming a personal challenge, or finally understanding that one difficult concept in class. Our actions now began to align with our vision. That's when things started to change. We found passion, we found purpose, and more than anything, we found that when vision meets action, we can shape the world, not just follow it. As I reflect on this journey, I know I didn't walk it alone. Not without the support of many people who are present and some of those who are not. I want to take a moment to say thanks to my teachers, to my counselors, who not only believed in me, but also challenged me. Thank you for believing in me and challenging me. It brought me closer to my vision and to the person I hope to become. I also want to thank our school nurses. Thank you for always looking out for me and keeping me alive. No, truly, I mean that. You have been my lifeline in so many different ways. And to Mr. Pete, our residential director. Thank you for always looking out for me and taking such good care of me. I am deeply grateful to all of you. Today, we are standing at the edge of a new chapter. We are entering a world that needs both people who dream with clarity and move with intention. People who don't just ask what's next, but ask what matters. So, as we look ahead, let's remember all that we have learned, and let's keep dreaming boldly and acting courageously. Finally, I congratulate the class of 2025. We've seen what all we are capable of. Now let's show the world. Thank you.
Alan Levine is Chairman and CEO of Ballad Health, an integrated health system serving the Appalachian region a nationally recognized healthcare leader, Alan has held executive roles in hospitals, ranging from rural facilities to major public systems. He has served in senior health policy positions under Florida, Louisiana, and Tennessee governors, leading efforts during major public health crises and driving significant reforms. Alan serves on the Florida Board of Governors, chairs key committees for the University of Florida Health, and sits on the board of the public company Axogen. A triple degree graduate of the University of Florida and a member of its Hall of Fame, Alan is deeply committed to public service and healthcare innovation. He and his wife, Laura, a nurse, have 2 children in healthcare. On behalf of Admiral Farragut Academy, Alan, we welcome you to the stage, and most importantly, we welcome you back home. I could have said my fellow classmates.
That's right. Well, first of all, it's great to be here with you today. President Lockerbie, distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, parents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, grandparents, coaches, and everyone who has cared for and helped get these graduates to this point. Let me start by congratulating you, because today is just as much your victory as it is theirs. Graduates, never forget who helped get you here. In your lives, they will always be your biggest cheerleaders, and they'll always be your biggest supporters. You know, you're commencing with the rest of your life today at a very consequential time. I think you know this, but it bears saying that our nation is both the greatest in the history of the world, and it's also anything but easy. And you're inheriting and being entrusted with the future of this incredible but very complex country and world that we live in. As a graduating cadet from Admiral Farragut Academy, you're up to the challenge. You've been tested, but the bar remains very high for you. You follow some accomplished people produced by an institution that has literally helped change the world. Given that today is the 40th anniversary of the day I sat where you are, I'm reminded of some of the people from my own class who had an impact on me. One of them just introduced me, Holton Burns, who today serves on the Board of Trustees of Admiral Farragut Academy. And Holton, I don't know if you would have ever thought we'd still be sitting here 40 years later, but here we are. And I think of Vincent Scott, who at the time was our battalion commander during our senior year. He went on to serve 21 years in the United States Navy after graduating from the Naval Academy. Vince was a leader in the Navy in cyber warfare, in information warfare, and he directed the intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance in support of the Joint Special Operations Task Force for the U.S. Sixth Fleet, Central and European Combat Commands. Holton, Vince, and I got our start right here in this building. And you can see, as different as our paths have been, we've each found our own ways to contribute. And you commence your journey today with the credentials you need, but as I said, you're inheriting a complex world and your path is up to your choosing. Now, I'm certain you've never heard the story of Jaden Ramos. You've probably never heard of Jaden. And being the 13-year-old that he was on December 20th of 2014, he probably would have preferred it stay that way. But on that day, he wrote something on his Facebook page, which was widely reported on at the time. He said, "Today is the worst day of my life. Today I had to say goodbye to my father. He was there for me every day of my life. He was the best father I could ask for, and it's just horrible that someone gets shot dead just for being a police officer. Everyone says they hate cops, but they are the people that they call for help. I will always love you, and I will never forget you. Rest in peace, Dad. My life will never be the same without you. You are the only man I looked up to," unquote. You see, Jaden's father, Rafael Ramos, was a police officer in New York who was shot, just as Jaden said, because he was a police officer. He had no part in any wrongdoing, and by all accounts, he was a model public servant, a man of faith, a loving husband and father, and he was training to be a chaplain. After his assassination, his widow's heart could have hardened, as many people's hearts can harden when they're faced with devastating challenges. But better angels were on hand. The Tunnel to Towers program helped pay off her home and provided support to her and her 2 sons. She didn't stand idle as she was being helped, though. She started the Detective Rafael Ramos Foundation, and with this foundation, Marissa Ramos chose to cope with her tragedy by helping others. 5 years later, she was at a foundation event alongside police officers celebrating and exchanging high fives and giving toys to children attending the public school there. And she said, I looked at the kids laughing and having a great time with police officers. And for a few seconds, I knew Raphael was with us at that moment. Imagine if Marissa and her young sons would not have chosen to turn their pain into something positive. What would have come of them, and what would have come of the people they've impacted since starting their foundation? This is the choice each of us makes when we face complex challenges and we face heartbreak. We can choose to look inward, become hardened, and let our obstacles define us, or better yet, we can choose to turn these obstacles into opportunities to be servant leaders, deflecting the evil that wants us to fail, and therefore give others hope. There are forces out there that will want you to fail, and there will be heartbreak. I think Marissa understood that and chose to deflect the evil, and the world is a better place because of that. On this happy occasion, I chose to share this story of despair, darkness, and difficulty because in our lives, those forces will come at you at the most unexpected and unwelcome times. My advice to you is to lean on your faith in all circumstances, and let that be the guidepost you use to determine how you will respond. God has a way of providing a path if we only look for it. And always remember the words of Winston Churchill, success is not final, and failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. And it's at those difficult moments when you will draw courage from your faith. Prior to being elected President of the United States, Dwight Eisenhower oversaw American invasions of Northern Africa, Sicily, France, and Germany during World War II, and he was the first Supreme Commander of NATO. As president, he stared down communism, stood up to China to end the Korean War, he ended McCarthyism, and he signed the Civil Rights Act of 1957. He saw and experienced the uncertainty and pain of war, and as he later traveled America as a candidate for president, while appealing for national unity, he said the following words on November 4th, 1952, words he attributed to a French historian some believe is Tocqueville, as he traveled America in the early 19th century. President Eisenhower said, I sought for the greatness of America in her commodious harbors and her ample rivers, and it was not there. I sought for the greatness and genius of America in her fertile fields and boundless forests, and it was not there. I sought for the greatness and genius of America in her rich mines and vast world commerce, and it wasn't there. I sought for the greatness and genius of America in her democratic Congress and matchless Constitution, and it was not there. Not until I went into the churches of America and heard her pulpits flame with righteousness did I understand the secret of America's genius and power. America is great because America is good. And if America ever ceases to be good, America will cease to be great. And as I said, there'll be these moments of challenge, the choice of whether we're optimistic or divisive, whether we accept responsibility to make our lives better, or we choose to blame others for our own challenges, whether we have a set of values that guides us with faith, or we impose on ourselves darkness and mistrust. As we make these choices, and they are choices, the institutions our parents and grandparents taught us to respect will either grow taller and stronger, or they'll weaken and wither. The outcome is anything but predetermined, and it's a work in progress every day. And now, just as you heard from your fellow cadet, the choice of vision and action is yours. In this light, just a few tips I'd offer. Number one, your experience at Admiral Farragut has taught you to expect more of yourself. As you go forward, try to inspire those who look up to you and teach them. In turn, teach them to expect more of themselves. Number two, love people, no matter your opinion of their faults. Through love and understanding, you will indeed get the best out of others and yourselves. Three, build relationships. People will generally not remember everything you say, but they will remember how you made them feel. In the age of email, Twitter, Facebook, and all the other social media, try this. Buy note cards and spend a few minutes every day writing a personal note to people that you've interacted with, just to say hello, just to say thank you, it was nice to meet you. That personal touch will never be forgotten. I'll close with this. I think America's greatness rests with the strength of faith in a culture that recognizes goodness, compassion, and giving will always triumph over strife and evil. As you start your life ahead, be that good. Be the compassion. Be the one that gives, and look for ways to serve others and put those in need above yourself. Don't expect anything in return, but do it for the joy that comes with knowing you're inspiring somebody else to be that good. And finally, be who you are, like who you are. Don't carry the baggage of trying to be something you're not. Rather, give others the joy of knowing you, because you are a gift, and it's a gift that's meant to be given. So as you think about young Jaden Ramos and his mom, their untimely sacrifice was that he lost his father and she a husband. The best legacy we can leave to young people like Jaden and to your own colleagues that you leave behind here. Make the most of the liberty bestowed upon us all by giving joyfully, being unapologetically ambitious, and pursuing our dreams with vigor. And remember, if we're to keep America great, we can't ever forget that in order to be great, each of us must first be good. God bless each and every one of you and your families, and I wish you a fair winds and a following sea. Congratulations.
Thanks, Alan, for your touching remarks to the graduating class of 2025. As president of Admiral Farragut Academy, we produce pioneers and leaders across many fields and disciplines, from scientists, writers, entrepreneurs, CEOs, and physicians, to attorneys and beyond, who have made significant achievement in their careers and community. These alumni are recognized for their commitment to excellence and for making substantial contributions to the local and global communities through the Distinguished Alumni Award. On behalf of Admiral Farragut Academy, I am honored to present the Distinguished Alumni Award to Alan Levine, class of 1985.
Thank you. Let's get a photo here.
So sweet. Thank you.
Ethan Eric Dean Adolphson. Richardia Andrea Allen. Noah Daniel Anderson. Ariana Asoeva. Anna Paula Belina Maciel. Stephen Brandt. Elijah James Brooks. Tiago Bublitz Machado. Coral Eden Burns. Andre Casper Callan. Our next diploma will be presented by older brother Benjamin Carnevale Pilk, class of 2023. Come on up. Noah James Carnevale Pilk. Kayo Maze Kaharo. Benjamin Chambers. Ian Cooper Chapman. Irene Timon Iran. Our next diploma will be presented by older brother and alumni traveler, class of 2024. Brennan William Cornish. Willow Ann Dantowitz. Tan Fu Mai Dao. Camille Therese DiCarlo. Alexander Drozanen. Du Desiree. Finn Jackson Eppard. Our next diploma will be presented by older brother and alumni Kenneth, class of 2021. Cedric Charles Fisher. Walker Hall. Yao Shen Bobby Huang. Our next diploma will be presented by older brother and alumni Logan Hunt, class of 2023. Hayden Jude Hunt. Our next diploma will be presented by older brothers John Michael, class of 2022, and Dominico, class of 2024. Kiva Incavito. What are you doing? Damian Carnes. David Kolesnikov. Mohammed Kunta. Our next diploma will be presented by older brothers Benjamin, class of 2019, and Daniel, class of 2021. Abigail Kruger. Petro Kudela. Sean Lau. Cooper Lee. Tamsin Rose McGinnis. Patricio Madrid del Cueto. Joao Malman Mena Bejeto. Brooke Alexis McCarthy. Benjamin Charles Mormon. Ethan Robert Morico. Our next diploma will be presented by older brother Isaiah, class of 2020, Liliana, class of 2022, and faculty member and mother Amy Baird. Asher Nati Mozambite. David Merzena Jr. Andrew Christopher Mullen. Shai Jacob Niv. Maharita Onashenko. Aiden Jackson Overpeck. Sophie Emma Petru. Our next diploma will be presented by alumni and father Marshall Pitts, class of 1997. Alexander Marshall Pitts. Our next diploma will be presented by older sister Sasha, class of 2022. Phoenix Kai Plant. Guilherme Arjas de Andrade. Our next diploma will be presented by older brother Ashton, class of 2020. Cole William Raymer. Carolina Reclusa Moreno. Our next diploma will be presented by older brother Dylan, class of 2022, and faculty member and mother Mary Rice. Zachary Dane Rice. Grant Peter Rich Carper. Noah Daniel Rubalcava. Eduardo Sanjin dos Santos. Suvipra Singh. Our next diploma will be presented by faculty member and father Scott Singleton. Hannah Elizabeth Singleton. Camden William Stern. Hien Za Tong. Kai Transa. Isabella Yi Valerio. Alexander James Vega. Michael Roger Wallach. Alexander Stevens Walter III. Elise Cecilia Weaver. Cash London Ziegler. Zuzana Aneta Zonenberg.
Thank you. Today, I am proud to announce that Admiral Farragut boasts 2 valedictorians. First up, it is my privilege to introduce a student who has demonstrated academic rigor by completing advanced placement and dual enrollment courses. He finished the year with an impressive 4.55 GPA. Not only a great student, he has served for the past 3 years as captain of the swim team. He has led the boys swim team to a district title and to the 200 freestyle relay team and the 400-yard freestyle relay teams to school record-breaking times. He is a member of the National Honor Society, the Spanish National Honor Society, and this year won first place in the Veterans of Foreign Wars Voices of Democracy audio essay contest. He will attend the University of Florida, having earned a Bright Future Scholarship. Please welcome Zachary Dane Rice.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming and suffering through heat exhaustion with us. Throughout our 4 years of high school, we've lived through many obstacles, some global, some very personal. Yet here we are, the largest group of professional procrastinators I've ever seen. And I've never been more proud. So happy that we all mastered the art of turning in assignments in very late and very last minute. But you know what? We didn't do it alone. I want to start by addressing something. For those of you who were at my senior night, you may remember that my plans for the future were to attend Vanderbilt and take over the world. After being accepted into Vanderbilt, you'll be happy to know that only one of those things has changed. I've decided to attend the University of Florida and become a Gator instead. I know I never gave a clear answer to anybody as to why, so here's a little bit of one. Tuition is also much cheaper. I get Bright Future Scholarship. Florida's Warrington College of Business is one of the best in the country, and Vanderbilt does not have a College of Business. I'm not going to need to buy a whole new wardrobe, and I won't have to get on a plane each time I want to come home and see my family and friends. My parents wanted me to go to Vanderbilt at first, but I'm pretty sure it was just so that they could be in Nashville and try and see Kid Rock. Before Abby and I were announced as co-valedictorians, I mistakenly thought that I'd be filled with a sense of accomplishment if I did. But I've come to realize that these milestones that we reach aren't destinations. Although we all finally got through high school after 4 long and grueling years of making sure our accoutrements were in proper order, we're finally through, but not finished. This is only a pit stop for the rest of our journey to come. And at this pit stop, I'd like to thank all the people, or at least most of them, who made it possible for me. The biggest thank you goes to my parents for making me the person I am today. Then, to my brother Dylan for being my verbal punching bag. And all of my friends who were there right by my side for each and every bad decision and great memory. I'd also like to thank my co-valedictorian Abby for motivating me to do better than her, which unfortunately didn't happen. And last but most certainly not least, one of my best friends, Sean Lau, also my roommate for most of this year, for making this last year of high school unforgettable. I've noticed that the relationships I've made throughout my journey are far more important than my accomplishments, and it can be easy to take those relationships for granted. But the milestones we've reached and will reach wouldn't have and won't be possible without these people. The people that you form these relationships with are the reason that occasionally should focus less on the where and more on the going. Because if you get to that final destination, but you forget to bring all those people with you, you'll be empty when you get there. Unfortunately, not everyone gets to be there to see what comes next. As most of you know, over the last four years, we lost two of our own. Scott, who was one of my teammates. He was one of my teammates on the swim team. And now let's start. Nasser. Who's been one of my closest friends since the 4th grade. But even though they can't be there next to us, we can sure do our best to carry them with us in spirit. And do our best to celebrate and not mourn them. I'd like to leave you all with one last parting thought. I believe that success is subjective. Everyone has their idea of what success looks like in their heads. So if you know what yours is, why wouldn't you want to work so unbelievably hard that the question of whether or not you become successful stops being a question at all? A wise man named Ricky Bobby once said, "If you're not first, you're last." And I can't wait to see everybody you guys bring along with you into first. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Next up, I am privileged to introduce our valedictorian, Abigail Kruger. Also, she has demonstrated great academic rigor by completing advanced placement and dual enrollment courses. Ms. Kruger finished with an impressive 4.55 GPA. She was a member of both the National Honor Society and vice president of the Spanish National Honor Society. During her years at AFA, Ms. Kruger was a multi-sport varsity athlete who played both volleyball and girls basketball. In varsity girls basketball, she was selected captain and set the school record for three-point shots made, earning her the nickname Downtown Abby. Downtown Abby Kruger won a Bright Futures Scholarship and will be attending the University of Miami. Please welcome Abigail Kruger.
Welcome, teachers, administrators, friends, family, and most importantly, graduates, to the day that we've been looking forward to since we got here. We've been crossing off Mr. Spellman's calendar, counting down the days, hours, minutes, and seconds to this moment, and now that it's finally here, we can officially become the ancestors Mr. Panuthos is always talking about. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who helped me get to where I am today. First, to my parents and my grandma, thank you for supporting me no matter what, whether I wanted to be a doctor or just a stay-at-home daughter. A special thanks to my dad, my unpaid Uber driver, who is the only reason I ever got to school on time. Thank you to my siblings, Ben, Danny, and Alex, for motivating me and believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. And thank you to my friends for making me laugh even when I was upset, and for all of the creative nicknames you've given me that I'll annoyingly miss. On behalf of the senior class, thank you to our incredible teachers who have been our mentors, guides, and support systems, both in and out of the classroom. And thank you, Mr. Evans, for listening to this speech 40 times in the past week. And thank you, Mr. Rovalino, for keeping us humble even when we didn't ask you to. We have done it all of the essays we started the night before they were due, all of the quizzes we may or may not have studied for, and all of Mr. Sonderegger's tests that no one ever seemed to pass besides Ethan. And we did it all on Wi-Fi so slow, it made dial-up look futuristic. The class of 2025 has been able to remain resilient and even exceed expectations despite all that has been thrown at us. We started our freshman year by only knowing what each other looked like through a mask. During our sophomore and junior years, we had many changes to teachers and administration that we had to get used to. And we ended our high school career being hit by 2 hurricanes that left our classrooms flooded and our walls to paper, allowing us to hear every conversation in the rooms around us. This year, we also experienced a heartbreaking loss. One of our classmates, and to many of us our friend, passed away. His memory will remain with us forever, as well as the moments we shared. We will always cherish the impact Alistair Nasir had on our lives. Despite all of these hardships, we're still here, and we'll continue to have perseverance for the rest of our lives. Now, we'll start to become adults, where we'll have to start doing taxes, pretending to understand insurance, and start Googling how to boil an egg. Fortunately, we will always know how to stand at parade rest and capsize a boat whenever we need to. In all seriousness, Vega has provided us with many skills that a normal high school student wouldn't receive. Those countless hours of sweating through our certs at drill have taught us to adapt to discomfort and be disciplined. Learning how to sail gave us a unique skill that teaches us how to work with each other and communicate effectively. Shout out to Tamsin for remaining calm even when I almost flipped the boat on every turn. Leadership is also a core part of Admiral Farragut and is portrayed through sports and JROTC activities and in the classroom. It has taught us to be patient, resourceful, and confident in our future endeavors. Some of us will go on to new cities or even new countries to start our new lives. I know we were all excited or even a little scared, but I am confident that we will all be successful and we will be able to overcome any challenges that we face with our heads held high and our hearts open. Class of 2025, chase your dreams and make a positive impact on the world. We are ready for anything. And finally, after all these years, we know which valedictorian is going to the better school. Congratulations, class of 2025, and go Canes.
Well done. At the conclusion of the benediction, the class of 2025 will follow the faculty to the West Grinder for our final formation. This has been a wonderful event. Also, after the final formation and that iconic hat toss, which you don't want to miss. We'll wait for you to get there. Join us in the West Lounge for wonderful refreshments, lots of lemonade and water. Come to my house for adult beverages. And now the final benediction. God Almighty, as we go forth fortified with your love and presence, we ask for your continued guidance and strength. We are forever grateful for the gifts and talents you've bestowed upon the class of 2025. Amen.
Hip hip!